Hello, this is Guy Grant, your Nature Coast Realtor, and this is my 2025 preview for the upcoming year, and there is definite word of caution in this recording. One is specifically aimed at my clients who have mobile homes listed for sale in parks where you pay lot rent. I want to address the question of why isn't my house being shown more often, and what do I need to do to get my house sold? And the main message that I want to get across is I want to describe the current market conditions, and right now that is somewhere between observing serious price drops and just an all-out free fall of prices. To say that prices are dropping and inventory is up and sales is down, it just doesn't adequately describe what's going on. What I'm seeing is huge price drops and still a lack of sales. I took a listing last week that another agent had on the market. He had lowered it $5,000 over the course of his listing, had very little or no activity. The listing expired and they listed it with me. We lowered the price $20,000. We're $40,000 less than the house across the street, and we've had just one showing so far, and that's been in the first almost 2 weeks now. Two weeks that one's been up. So I'm gonna cite a couple articles and show some stats out of the MLS, which will hopefully show you what I'm seeing. And help those of you that are reluctant to reduce your price to see that it's going to be necessary to do some price adjustments to get your house sold. So here goes. Okay, this is the first article I wanted to show. I actually just got this in my email. It says 31% of sellers in Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater housing market cut their price just last month. That's not overall, that's last month. A third of sellers reduced their price. This is an article from Realtor.com. It says in December 2024, there was a 22% growth in active sales, or I'm sorry, actively listed houses for sale, not in sales. Miami led the way at 45.4%. This is a national article dealing with single-family homes, but it is just to give kind of a big snapshot of what's going on. It says houses actively for sale grew for the 14th straight month, and you gotta love Realtor.com. They try and put a positive spin on the thing. It said, well, yeah, that 22% is slightly less than November's year over year, which was 26%. So any way you slice it, there's still a lot more houses on the market. And of course, December set a new high for days on the market. Okay, this is SunStats, and this just shows the inventory growth. These are single family homes in the entire state of Florida. There was 26.9 back in February of 26,000, and now there's over 100,000. So that is just about quadrupled in a couple of years. And the month supply of inventory is gonna, there was about 1 month supply then, and now there's almost 5 months supply of single family homes. Now, what that is doing, if you compare that with the mobile home market, I'm just going to use Pasco County as an example, and we'll see how many there are that are currently active mobile homes for sale in Pasco County. There's 541 currently for sale in Pasco County. And then let's do sold. And I'll do the last 2 months, a little more than 2 months. We'll go back to 11/1 of 2024, and we'll search for that. So this would be in 2 months how many have sold. 82. So you'd have to multiply 80 times 6 to get 540. So if you multiply 6 times the 2 months, you've got a year's supply of homes for sale so far as mobile homes in parks. And that's what's drastically affecting the price. And if you'll see in Pasco County, in the last 2 months, there's 3 that have sold for over 100,000, and 5 that have sold for between 75 and 100, and the other, however many that is, 8 minus that, 70 some have sold for less than 75,000. I did actually sell this one here in Bayonet Point Village for $79,900. But you get the picture that there is just so much inventory that it's really affecting. All right, one of the things that I wanted to display is, we'll call it chasing a down market. And I've been doing this for a long time, and I've seen ups and downs. And what can happen is you have a house, let's say it's worth $100,000, and you're thinking, okay, I want to get $100,000, so I'm going to list it for 104, but the market's decreasing, so it doesn't sell. There's just too much inventory. It needed to be priced just a little bit better when you first listed it. So you miss that, and a month goes by, and you say, okay, well, you're right, we should have listed it at 99 to begin with. So you lower it to 99. And then the problem is the market has declined a little bit. And now the market value for the house is 96 and you're at 99, and it doesn't sell again. So another month goes by, or maybe 2 months goes by, whatever the time frame is, it really doesn't matter. But what you're doing is you're reducing it a little bit over time, and you're staying above the real true market value of the house. So now you're a couple months in, you've reduced the price a couple times. If it had been priced exactly correctly at the beginning, it might have sold, but it hasn't now, and you're doing what we call chasing a down market. The only way to stop that is, if you get a couple months in, is to reduce it enough to where you're definitely at or below what it should sell for. And then it's an attractive and good deal, and you have a better chance of selling it if you do a bigger price reduction rather than just a small one, and all you do is follow the trend down. So that's chasing a down market, and I wanted you to be aware of that. Okay, to summarize, if I sent you a link to this video, it's because I am concerned that your listing is overpriced, and I want to do whatever I can to help you get your house sold. I want you to know you're not alone in this. I have more listings now than I have had in years, and I am concerned that some of them are going to expire, and that's not what we want. The idea is to try and do our best to get your house sold. I do not control the market, but I don't want to sugarcoat things and try and tell you everything is just fine, just hang in there, because the truth is, I believe the market is in a serious decline. If you are fortunate enough to live in a park where you're allowed to sublease, where you can rent your house out to somebody else, then that could be an option for you. If you're in a park where that is not allowed, and an awful lot of parks that is not allowed, then you are really subject to the market forces and what is going on. So if you're still living there and you're okay with still living there, that may be what ends up happening. If you've already moved out, or the house is empty and you want to stop having to pay that lot rent, then you really need to adjust the price aggressively, so that your house stands out, and so in the market, and it's one of the 1 out of 5 or 6 that will actually sell. So that's what I wanted to bring you, and as always, if there's anything I can do, please get a hold of me, and I will be talking to you soon. So thank you.